Hello Cancer. It is my intention to share with you today the reading that is going to provide you with the map of the following 15 days from January 16th to January 31st. So you're aware of what's going on, you can understand the things that are happening both around you and inside you, and you can make good decisions in the future. Of course, this is a general reading, so not everything I'm going to say is going to apply to everyone. You have to use your own judgment and, actually more important than that, your own intuition to apply the messages I'm giving you right now. With that said, I just want to thank you for giving me an answer that goes above language limitations so that I can reach everyone that has to be reached. That's a very nice sentence. Alright, let's go right into your reading, which is the past, the present, and the future. Let's go, Cancer. January 16th to the January 20th, January 21st to the January 25th, and January 26th to January 31st. But at the moment you see this video, it is gonna be probably the best time for you to watch it and apply the message right there and then. Regarding your past, we have your mental past, and your mental past, your inner landscape, has been filled with thoughts about relationships and having equal, balanced relationships. For some reason you've been thinking about the importance of being balanced and in equilibrium when it comes to other people and relating to them. And I believe that your thoughts have been giving some fruits, that you're finding yourself that your relationships right now are better, more healthy. They make you feel better than before, which is a good thing, because the stage you've been in is a stage where you are unloading, so to speak. You are losing some heavy weight that you had on your shoulders before. You were taking on too much, and I think that you learned to let go some of the things, which has made your life experience lighter. Your spirit is lighter, and I think that you are capable of breathing again, which is a very good thing. It has given you certainly some peace, and more so than just peace, it has enabled you to act in ways that are new to you. Why do I say this? Because the Two of Swords, when it is reversed, talks about, well, when it is upright, it means about you being paralyzed because there are so many decisions and you don't know which one to take. They all seem so good. Maybe too much of a perfect balance. So when it is reversed, it means that you are sick of being paralyzed and you are going to do something. Even if you don't know which one is the right one, you're still going to do something about it because you can't take it anymore. You can't take being still anymore. So this talks about someone who wants to move forward with his life, who doesn't really have a very clear idea of what he wants, where he wants to go, but he knows he wants to move on. And he wants to get some relationships you deserve. Balanced relationships. Relationships that make you feel good. Which is a good thing. So your past has been a one that you've been feeling life a little bit more lighter. So that's great. When it comes to your present, this one was reversed. And it means that your current situation is that you are taking the right steps. And I'm very glad you are doing so. However, for some reason you are not really having faith in yourself or the universe that you are actually doing so. Something is making you question your decisions, and you're thinking and rethinking the things that you've lived in the past, basically asking if you did the right thing and if you're still doing the right thing. Maybe you made a wrong choice. Well, this card tells you that you are in fact making the right choices. You've been making the right calls and you're still doing that, and you're gonna be doing that for a while because the universe knows about that. So it wants to reassure you that you are doing the right things. Have a little more faith. It's all that is needed. When it comes to the Page of Cups, in your mind you've been thinking about someone. Maybe you want to meet someone new. Maybe you have met someone new and you're going out with them. But it can also mean that you are behaving and you are thinking like this person, which is someone that is very creative, very inspired, very in love with life, and He's like a child. He has like a childlike innocence about things. He hasn't been hurt before, so he's willing to share his love with everyone. And you know what? That this card comes up, it makes me feel so good about you, because then it means that you've been able to overcome any kind of wounds you've been dealt in the past. Which, as far as I've seen, you've been given quite a few, but you've been able to overcome that and become this little fellow, which is a good thing. You're enjoying life. Maybe the thing that is making you question if you're making the right calls is because of the things that are happening around you and your actions. The Six of Wands reversed quite literally talks about spiritual disharmony. So you could be feeling like a champion, and you could be being treated like one and being recognized for your strength, but for some reason you are not feeling like this, and this is bothering you. Maybe you are expecting some recognition too soon. Maybe you are expecting people to tell you how great you are for something you decided in the past. Or, I don't know, maybe you're expecting recognition when it's not really the time yet. Or maybe it's not the right way to go about it. This could mean potentially like gloating about your successes when it isn't needed, but again, you have to apply your own intuition to your personal experience, and I just want you to give you some perspectives about your actions. And right now, according to this card, your actions talk about someone who is not spiritually in harmony. So take a look at that. I believe that is making you question if you're taking the right steps or not. So obviously, if you looked into it, you could fix these two cards, but we'll talk about that later. Regarding your future, you have the Emperor in your mind, which means that you are thinking in a very tough, very determined way, that you are willing to do what is needed to get what you want, and you're not afraid of a fight. You're not afraid to fight for your vision and for the things you believe are right. So this is a very good way to be thinking about, because I feel that you need the strength of the Emperor. You need the discipline, the willingness, and the courage of this guy to go about your life, because, and this is a wonderful coincidence, you are going through tough times when it comes to situations. I think that it's a period of conflict. It's not a lethal conflict. It's a competition. It's like something that can allow you to grow. So, but it is conflict nevertheless. So you have to be willing to fight, like this guy does, to be through that stage in a way that allows you to get victory, because it is needed. If anything, the only warning I could give you is the King of Swords reversed. The warning I can give you is that you could be a little bit more flexible when it comes to listening to others. You could be a little bit more polite when it comes to saying your opinion, and basically be more patient. Because the King of Swords not only knows how to speak in a very polite manner, like very diplomatic, he also knows how to listen well, and not just listen like waiting, but also like actually like taking into account what the other person is saying and considering those opinions as a valid opinion which has some truth, even if you cannot see it at first. I feel that if you went about your conflicts, because I'm not disagreeing with you on the conflicts, I think you are right on stepping up to them. So total support to you from that point of view. But I am saying that you would benefit from being a little bit more cunning when it comes to your communication. And yeah, I say cunning to make it more tempting, but actually you have to be less judgmental as well. And it is a recommendation. I invite you to consider it. If you don't think it applies to you, I don't mean to offend you. I'm very respectful of you. I like you very much. I wouldn't want to insult you, but I am trying to... I'm just reading what the cards are telling me, that's all. Because I want to help you a lot. That is my true intention. Knight of Pentacles, reverse. This is the basis of your energy. And what this tells me is that basically this whole situation, your whole period of life when it comes to this 15 days, is going to be governed by this energy, which talks about you missing the point when it comes to knowing the things you have to do when you want to get things on a long-term plan. Sorry about that. Blah, blah, blah. Long-term plan. You are missing the long-term plan. You're being impatient, which is kind of related with the King of Swords, you know. Again, you would benefit if you took things rather slow. Like, become a little bit more patient, become a little bit more cunning, be more flexible, be willing to listen. You would benefit from that, because then you would be working in a smart way. And yes, this also means that this also can mean lack of discipline. Like, there are some things you could have been doing, or that you can actually do for yourself, but for some reason you're not doing them, you're not being disciplined about it. So be careful with that. Be careful with your responsibilities and the things you do to fulfill your long-term goals again. Now, the Two of Wands is underneath this card, and the Two of Wands talks about, when it is reversed, two possible things: you hesitating too much, or you not being quick enough about your decisions. Which is, yes, the balance that you need to strike this 15 days. It is very funny, but you actually have to be in a balance when it comes to being too in a rush. Like, you're being too impatient, or when you're being too slow, which is the Knight of Pentacles. And that's the paradox, that's like the double meaning of the Two of Wands reverse. You're either taking too much time when it comes to doing things, or you're doing them too fast. And you have to learn the balance, the perfect balance when it comes to making the right decisions at the right time, in the right place. You have to be a master. Which is, I think it is, if you ask me, I think it is a fun quest. And the reason why I see it so lightly is because you are doing well overall. You do have the star, which means that you are on the right path. Even if you don't think it is like that sometimes, you still are. So I think that's a very good card for you, and I think that you should be glad. Just pay attention to your reactions and the way you treat people, and you should be fine. Well, yeah, I hope that this message helps you out. I truly do hope so. If it doesn't resonate with you, you're welcome to ignore it. It doesn't apply to everyone, and I hope you find someone that is more aligned to your personal experience. But if it does resonate with you, I would appreciate it if you tell me in the comments. Let me know how it does so. I read every comment, and I give it a thumbs up to every one of you. But yeah, and I invite you to subscribe, join my Facebook page if you want to know about me and any news I can provide. It is mostly in Spanish, I agree, but eventually I should be able to manage up for a way to get it in both Spanish and English. And if you want a private reading, you can contact me through that Facebook page or through my email if you want any help. Anyway guys, I wish you the best. Take care. See ya.